Hey, good morning, people. What's going on? Finally, I'm going to review that beautiful bottle that I often showed you quite a few times from the house of English Laundry. And we are going to be looking at this red bottle here. As you can see from the title, it's going to be Cambridge Night. And this is actually EDP concentration, 100 ml bottle. I'll let you know all the information regarding this. So far, I obtained price, presentation, longevity, smell, seasons to wear it, is it worth looking at the bottle, and I'll let you know in a bit. So far, as you know, I own so far 6 English Laundry bottles, different bottle sizes, 20 ml, 50 ml. This is my 100 ml. I'm really interested to get London and perhaps Windsor. I'm not quite sure about that yet, but we'll see. So we'll be spraying this on the paper and let you know my thoughts. So I have some fragrances lined up here, which is comparable somewhat to this fragrance, but they have the difference. I'll let you know. So first of all, my scent of the night was Rasasi Zebra. I just had it on my shirt about 8 p.m. or something. I didn't post it, but until now the shirt is projecting pretty much of Zebra. So it's basically an Aventus clone with a beast mode performance. In the colder weather, it gets even better. So I really like this fragrance. If you're looking for a good alternative to Aventus, this is one of the best from Rasasi. Okay, so now getting into the review. First of all, English Laundry is a house from UK, England. So I guess they have something classy about them, but English Laundry, I don't know about that. What actually is the story basically between the laundry and connection between the fragrances? Anyways, it's a designer house, and one information, it's everybody knows about this, that in US, some of these fragrances were sold at TJ Maxx, Ross Marshalls about for $15, 14 something for 100 ml full bottle. That is incredible. We don't have that kind of pricing. I bought my bottle from the page called Fragrance BD. I'll put the link below. They are selling a lot of nice fragrances at very good rates, and they import fragrance from States, USA. Sorry. So this fragrance is retailing about, if you're in Bangladesh, you have to pay around 4,800 taka, 4800. That's about approximately 50 US dollars or so. So it's pretty much within $50 range for a big bottle like this. Smaller bottle costs a little bit less maybe, but depends on the market price. So first of all, the thing is, this came in a beautiful presentation like this, but it's supposed to have a sleeve, which it didn't come with, but I guess it fell off somewhere, but it's okay. I think the box is on these are really gorgeous. It looks like ornaments box. They're supposed to have some magnetic touch here, but this one has a little bit I think took some beating on the way, so it's not really perfect, but let me show you the bottle is still okay. So it has this nice sort of leathery texture up top. It looks like Manchester United, right? The crest, yellow and red. Yeah, it kind of looks like that. It says English Laundry Cambridge Night EDP 100 ml, and this is a nice sort of box. The back, some more information, and here this used to be a sticker which I took off, obviously. The back like this. So basically these are really nice. I mean, they also mention the ingredients up here. Okay, so you have to be very careful handling these boxes because the bottles are inside and you have to open it like this. So it opens. It has still the magnet, but it's not as strong. So it opens up. You must have seen this in other reviews if you followed. So it comes in beautiful coffin like that. Look at the presentation. That is a niche presentation right there. One of the big reasons for me to get the big bottle like this, because I like this bottle design a lot. So it has this nice sort of a crest inside and nice sort of velvety texture. Nice coffin it comes in, red gold combination. So I'm holding it just to be sure, and when you take it out, okay, so that's what it looks like in there. Very nice. I really like this presentation. Box is really good. So I'll give you an example, perhaps, if I can find the other bottle. I don't know where I kept it. Okay, it's not nearby, I think. Anyway, I'll show you Tahitian Waters, my other bottle. When I review that one comes with the full presentation, sleeves and everything, so you'll get the idea what English Laundry bottle presentation fully looks like. So here, the bottle, I have to showcase it like this. I mean, look at that bottle. Just take a moment and look at that beautiful red bottle. I think this looks really gorgeous. It looks really royal, regal, and it could easily be a bottle from a niche house, which usually is like most of the niche houses like Creed. They have a similar sort of bottle. It's very big, thin at the side a little bit, and a red bottle. It says Cambridge United and everything, golden cap. This one is the name and company and everything. And bottom, there's no sticker whatever. So I think you have to rely on the box to get your batch code and everything. So this one particular cap, mine is not a click on really. I mean, it opens up nicely. It doesn't really sit onto place. I think this is a little bit loose, so I'll be careful if I were you to open this. Some of them really click nicely onto place. I'll show you. Okay, for Tahitian waters, this one you can pick it up, no problem. This one you take it out, when you close it, makes a sound and it clicks onto place, right? So I don't know what happened to this bottle, but anyway, so it's supposed to be click on. Nice little presentation, right? So this fragrance, let's see how this smells. So take it out, heavy cap, plastic. It's all plastic and metal, I think, and it's all plastic, heavy plastic. Atomizer like this. Let's spray this on the paper and tell you how it smells. Sprayer is okay on this. It's not the best sprayer. It just goes like small bursts, psst, psst, you know. It does justice. For the concentration, I think it's quite okay. I think I would go with this about 4 to 5 sprays on it. Scent strength on this is good. I mean, longevity, I'm not gonna say perfect 10. It's gonna be like somewhere between 8, 7.5 to 8. Projection on this fragrance, it's about 7.5. It's for the first hour it projects really well, then comes closer to the skin. People around you smell it. I would go heavily on my shirt. So this fragrance is for me mostly. This is a cold weather fragrance. Okay, as you can see, the color combination looks perfectly suited for kind of like fall evening, fall nights. You know, like nighttime. It's a nighttime cologne. So, okay, so when I sniff it, first thing that hits me, it's kind of like a fruity opening. It's a dried fruits, sort of like a beautiful fruity opening. It's like almost like red apples, if you can imagine. It smells something like, you know, if you know the fruits in Ferrari, it's not as bright as this one because it's much brighter, Ferrari one. This is Ferrari's Man in Red. So there has some fruits, some apples in it, which this one also got. But that's not all you get from this. This fragrance comes off at you with a little bit of, I think, juniper berries. Something like juniper berries and some aquatic oceanic note. So very interesting opening. It's a very strong, sweet, but it's not too sweet. It's not too aquatic. It comes in a sort of perfect balance. So the first time you sniff it, you know, let me spray once more. Let me have a stronger, yeah, there you go. So when you sniff it for the first time, yeah, it's pretty nice. It's almost like Hugo Boss bottle, that territory mixes with a little bit of aquatic. Max 40 did an excellent review on this. I think all the reviewers who talked about it had done awesome work. But unfortunately, when these fragrances have some age to it, not many people are talking about it anymore. So I guess I do that all the time. So I really like the opening. It's bright, sort of fruity, kind of like a musky opening. And if you sniff it after 10 minutes, it'll start reminding you of a very popular fragrance. If you go to Fragrantica, you'll see people talked about it as being Invictus Aqua, similar to that or clone of it, however you say it. So I have lined up some fragrances here. First of all, I do have Invictus Aqua. This is my second bottle that I'm running out of the 2016 version, I guess, the older batch, the Frosty Glass. So this one, for me, it's a lot more ambergris kind. It's a lot more musky. It's a lot more, people get that eggy smell from it. It has that property. It's a lot more aquatic than the Cambridge Night, right? It's much more summery than Cambridge Night. This one is much more versatile. It has a lot more grapefruit as well. You can wear it in the cool weather. Also a very good performer. But it's a little bit different. I'll tell you how. And then Rasasis Hawas, which I just kept a little bit juice for testing purpose. This I really love. You guys know my love for this. It's really fresh. It's a little bit Arabian touch to it. It's freshness, clean, fruity, musky. And this one actually came out before Invictus Aqua. So pretty much Invictus Aqua could have copied this one, the Cambridge Night, for all I know, right? But I'm not sure. Then there's other fragrances, but which not really close, but same ballpark as this other one is Azaro Wanted and Downhill Icon Racing, okay? So these bottles, if you know them, if you're familiar with them, you can relate to the English Laundry one. So this one, here's the difference. So I believe this fragrance is a mature, grown-up version of all those 4 fragrances that I showed you, because it has a little bit more going on. It's not as bright. It's not a lot more darker or a lot more serious, but it gets a little bit serious because there's something that comes out after 25 minutes, which smells like a little bit. It could come out like like ruby red, one-man show. Some people might get it. It smells like a little bit like a I don't know, leather or suede leather. I was confused at first, but then I realized they enlisted a oud, like a little bit touch of oud in this, okay, which makes it cold weather fragrance. So that's what little bit of stink might come, but it could be like being honest, not everybody's cup of tea, because the Invictus Aqua is a crowd pleaser. This one, you really have to sniff it first. Do not blind buy. Even if you, I mean, if you get it for $15, you can check. Go ahead, great. If you cannot check, $15 is a great bargain. But for $15, this is absolute steal. Any fragrance from this house is absolute steal. But we cannot get this in every country. So that oud makes it a little bit up class. And then there's some oak moss, some vetiver or something, like musk comes much later, and it gets a little bit woody, like cedar wood or something. So it gives it like sort of like a semi-fresh and semi like woody kind of fragrance. So it's very interesting composition. Fruits, apples, like kind of warm. Doesn't have any cinnamon in it to make it warmer. That would be great. Instead of the oud, I rather have some cinnamon in it. Cinnamon is kind of very sexy, but I get really really nice like smell of it. I really like it because it's a little bit more mature. I think this fragrance will suit 20 and up, would be perfect age for it. Occasion to wear it, dating purpose, nighttime, fall, and going out, dinner plans. If you're going to see someone, visit. I mean, I wouldn't wear this because it's kind of like a happy fragrance, like cheerful. I'm not gonna go like if someone, let's say, is dying in ICU. I'm not gonna be wearing this, trying to be sexy and all in the hospital. But this is kind of sexy, okay? And you can suit it up. Definitely, you can suit it up. It has sort of a almost like what Dunhill Desire Extreme. I'm not saying it's the same fragrance, of course not. This is a much better fragrance than Dunhill Desire Extreme. This is actually more casual than this, but that's a good fragrance. But if you like whatever like category that is in, you can actually look into this. So anyway, so it's a nice fragrance. It's a semi-fresh, semi-sweet, woody fragrance, and performance is not the longest lasting in my opinion in the whole lineup. I have the other ones that last longer. Tahitian waters last much longer, but this one has good performance on it. It's definitely gonna beat, some of the other fragrance that you own, but it's definitely, in my opinion, it's better than Invictus Aqua. It's less childish, less annoying if you find Invictus Aqua annoying. So overall, this fragrance is nice. I mean, for the smell, I really like it. I'll give it like 8 again. So overall, if you take everything, I'm just gonna cut it to the chase, cut short, and I'm gonna say this is like an 8 out of 10. Beautiful fragrance, no doubt. Beautiful presentation. If you pay not more than $50, I think it's great bargain for it, right? Cambridge Night, absolute beautiful fragrance. Okay. Yeah, and I really like the presentation in this. You can absolutely be proud of showcasing this bottle. Very heavy bottle as well, right? So check this out, okay? And I'll let you know what's my next review very, very soon. Take care. Have a very nice day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.